What's up, everybody? It's me. I've got some tea, and today I'm going to be doing a bit of a review on the anime Lucky Stars, or Lucky Star, what the fuck ever. Spoiler alert: I couldn't sit through more than 2 episodes of this show. It's bad. It's real bad. It's boring, and it's bad. So let's get into it. So the show is a slice of life comedy. I'm going to mark its first sin right now. It is absolutely not a comedy. That is a lie. This show doesn't even have a single line in here that could be even misconstrued as a joke. It has absolutely nothing. It is the stalest comedy ever. Only one instance I can think that it ever actually even got, like, you know, like a chuckle out of me, you know, like a, you know, like one of those. There's only one instance of that. Out of the 2 episodes that I watched, only one of those ever happened. Now, as for the actual slice of life part of it, well, it's just fucking boring. It really is. It's just boring. There's just nothing in this show that actually is entertaining to watch. It's just this cast of blank slate characters that you feel nothing but contempt for, talking about random stuff all day. Literally the first act of the first episode is just them talking about how to eat a pastry. It's just so boring. It's the worst. It is absolutely the worst. I watched the 2 episodes. I watched the first one with my full, undivided attention. I gave it my absolute undivided attention. And it was the worst experience of my entire life. I could feel every passing minute. I felt like I had just sat through a changing era. Every minute, I felt myself aging 10 years. It was incredible. My pubic hairs were growing a mile per minute, and my skin was shriveling up into nothing but dust and hatred. I had to stop midway through because I had some personal stuff I needed to go do. And when I paused that video, it was like I just time traveled. Like, I came out of that, you could have told me it was the year 3020, and I absolutely would have believed you. I looked at the time, and I couldn't believe that so little had passed. I paused the show right about the midway mark of the first episode. I absolutely couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that it was only like 30 minutes into the episode. And I still had maybe like 15 more to go. It was absolutely awful. The worst experience ever. In the second episode, I needed to have some sort of stimulus. I absolutely needed to. There was no way. I played Genshin Impact in the background while watching that episode because there's just no way that I could sit through another 45 minutes of the exact same gobbledygook being spewed at my fucking ears over and over and over again. It was absolutely awful. After watching the second episode, I had skipped ahead just to check to see if maybe, you know, the show gets better at some point. You know, something changes, you know, there's a different note at any point. And it doesn't. It doesn't. It is I couldn't believe. I skipped to like episode 20, and I thought I had made an error. I thought I clicked on the exact same episode again. It was a fucking deja vu. I thought I was experiencing the exact same thing. It was absolutely incredible to me that somehow it was the exact same 20 episodes in. And there's 24 episodes of that exact same bullshit. Just 4, maybe 5, 6 characters talking. And I get it, it's a slice of life. I didn't come into this expecting, you know, blood, tits flying everywhere, you know, guns, rock and roll. You know, that's not what I was expecting. But, you know, slice of life can be done well and entertaining. There's plenty of perfect examples. You know, Nichijou is one of them. That show is the slice of life masterpiece. It is an absolute masterpiece of slice of life. But this is a masterpiece of shit that doesn't even belong in a fucking trash museum. It's just garbage. It's absolutely garbage. Now, I watched the dub. I didn't watch the sub, unfortunately, much to my own disdain, because I just didn't feel like finding the sub. So I watched the dub, the fucking shitty Funimation dub. And I already hate Funimation for a myriad of reasons. One of those reasons being that they don't have different talent. All their voice actors are the exact same. They have like fucking maybe 5 people that they lock in a dungeon and don't feed for days on end doing the voices. It's only like the same 5 people. And I swear to you, that's not even lying with this. The first 4 characters you meet, I swear to God, are voiced by 2 different people. There's maybe 3 voice actors in this entire show that I could really pick up on. 3 different voices. And if you showed me the cast, I didn't look at the cast, but if you showed me the cast, you had them act out all the scenes in front of me, word for word, I'd call you a fucking liar. It's my conspiracy that there's only 3 people that actually did the voices. You could show me 50 different people that worked on that, and I'd slap your face and call you a liar, because there's no way. They all sounded exactly the same, and they all sounded tired as fuck. None of them sounded like they actually wanted to be in that recording booth. Not a single one of them sounded like they had been awake for more than 2 hours. They must have just fucking sleep-deprived these poor people and forced them to work non-stop 24 hours to get these abhorrent voice lines out for this boring-ass show. They're probably falling asleep because the show was so boring. I wouldn't be surprised. The one good thing I can say about it is that it looks nice. It's got some nice animation. I like the animation. That's it. That's all. That's the only compliment I can give it, is that it, you know, it looks nice. So, all that considered, what would I rank Lucky Star? I would rank it a 25 out of 100. It's pretty dry. It's a pretty dry show. And the only reason why I'm even ranking it 25 is because apparently there are some unicorns out there that actually enjoy the show, and I can kind of see why maybe there's a select few rare individuals, you fucking leprechauns out there that exist that might enjoy the show, but for the most part, it's just a bad show, and I would never ever consider watching it because it's just that bad. It's that boring. So that's it. See ya.